JWST, James Webb Space Telescope. A work containing 25 years' time, more than 1,000 people from 17 countries with an expense of 24,000 crore gold-plated mirrors, not even touched by human hands, pure as gold. It is as massive as a tennis court compared to the old space telescope Hubble telescope, which is to the size of a school bus. Yes, I'm talking about the brand new massive space telescope developed by NASA called the James Webb Space Telescope, the JWST. The James Webb Telescope is of 18 hexagonal mirrors that are arranged side by side, plated with gold, of about 1.30 meters in area. It weighs a lot lesser than the Hubble telescope. So then, let's get into its functions. JWST is mainly focused in capturing photos of the galaxies, nebulas, planets, etc. James Webb Telescope was launched at December 25, 2021 by a rocket called Ariane 5 ECA. The total budget, including the gold-plated mirrors, 10 billion USD. After that, the mirrors aligned to give us a testing picture by capturing an image of a star called HD 147980. And at July 2, NASA released a tweet in Twitter stating that the first 5 photos will be released in July 12, and at July 8, NASA released a teaser photo of the JWST. The result, using 72 exposures over 32 hours, is among the deepest images of the universe ever taken. According to Webb scientists, in the photo there were many galaxies, stars, etc. The James Webb Telescope is always moving. Then how come the satellite takes photos? For this, they used a technology called as the FGS, Fine Guidance Sensor, produced by Canadian Space Agency, was used to produce stable photos even if the galaxy or the telescopes move. So now, what pictures do we take? The organizations that funded this project came up with the idea of capturing 5 photos. The organization involved in these projects are the Space Telescope Science Institute, STSI, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, Canadian Space Agency, CSA, European Space Agency, ESA. So, what are the 5 images? First up, the Carina Nebula. What is a nebula? Nebula are made of dust and gases, mostly hydrogen and helium. These are where most stars are born. The dust and gases in nebula are very spread out, but gravity can slowly begin to pull together clumps of dust and gas. As these clumps get bigger and bigger, the gravity gets stronger and stronger. Eventually, the clump of dust and gas gets so big that it collapses from its own gravity. The collapse causes the material at the center of the cloud to heat up, and this hot core is the beginning of a star. The Carina Nebula is the brightest nebula in the night sky, WASP 96P. It is a planet that is outside the solar system. It is half the mass of the Jupiter. It is 1550 light years. So what are light years? Light travels at a speed of 186,000 miles or 300,000 kilometers per second. This seems really fast, but objects in space are so far away that it takes a lot of time for their light to reach us. The farther an object is, the farther in the past we see it. A light year is the distance light travels in 1 Earth year. 1 light year is about 6 trillion miles, 9 trillion kilometer. That is a 6 with 12 zeros behind it. On simple terms, it is the time for the light to travel a distance. Two cameras abroad, Webb captured as the latest image of this planetary nebula. Catalogued as NGC 3132 and also known as the Southern Ring Nebula. It is approximately 2500 light years away. Stephen Quintet, a visual grouping of 5 galaxies. Today, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope reveals Stephen Quintet in a new light. This enormous mosaic is Webb's largest image to date, covering about one-fifth of the moon's diameter. It contains over 150 million pixels and is constructed from almost 1000 separate image files. SMACS 0723, thousands of galaxies, including the faintest objects ever observed. President Joe Biden unveiled this image during a White House event Monday, July 11. It is almost 4.6 billion light years away.